สำหรับในหัวข้อนี้นะคะเราจะมาพูดถึงในส่วนของนโยบายกิจกรรมค่ะที่เกี่ยวข้องกับเศรษฐกิจหมุนเวียนในประเทศเวียดนามนั่นเองนะคะรวมถึงทิศทางเศรษฐกิจหมุนเวียนแล้วก็วิสัยทัศน์ในประเทศเวียดนามกันอีกด้วยค่ะLadies and gentlemen, as I have told you already that this session is fully 100% in English, so if you need any translating device, it is on the left-hand side of this stage if you're Thai. So without further ado, allow me to introduce to you our speaker on the stage, the Deputy Director of the Institution of Strategy Policy on Natural Resource and Environment Vietnam. Ladies and gentlemen, ขอเสียงปรบมือให้กับดร.งแวดลถังค่ะ
Good afternoon, everyone. I am pleased to be here on the Bangkok SH Sustainability Expo 2022, and I would like to present to you the circular economy in Vietnam. And my presentation, I will talk about the circular economy policy in Vietnam, and secondly, the circular economy activities in my countries, and provide some opportunity and challenges for development of circular economy and the way forward. And the first is about the global and national context right now. We are now living in a world with much of uncertainty with the COVID pandemic these 3 years, and also the war in the Europe between Russia and Ukraine has caused lots of impacts to our life. Besides that, climate change, natural disaster depletion, and biodiversity depletion, and environmental pollution are the three challenges, biggest challenges on the environment in our world today. Countries also are implementing the Sustainable Development Agenda to 2030 to achieve the SDGs. The world has reached the Paris Agreement on climate change, and also especially the COP26 commitments. And nowadays, everywhere, every people talk about the net zero target. And circular economy is a solution toward a green economy for development of sustainable development. So the circular economy is a new paradigm for development for us, which we change from the linear economy, from the model of take, make, dispose from the natural resource to waste, and to the new paradigm in which we try to circulate and to prolong the life of the material and products as long as possible. And the three main principles of circular economy is firstly to conserve and develop, invest in the natural capital, and secondly to optimize the resource return by recirculating, sharing products and materials, and thirdly is to minimize negative impacts, negative externalities to the waste design. And you will see in this we have the technical cycle for technical products and biological cycle for the biological product, which we try to circulate the product as long as possible. Circular economy can be approached in different way, but we usually talk about upstream and downstream approach of the circular economy. Upstream is from design process, and downstream it mainly focus on the waste management. We have the 10R on the circular economy in the table. Now about the policy development in Vietnam. Before 2020, our country, when talking about circular economy, is usually refer to the 3R, reduce, reuse, and recycle. But in 2020, in the new revised law on environmental protection, for the first time, we introduced the term and the regulation on the circular economy. So in the new law, we regulate the circular economy definition is an economic model which design, production, consumption, and service activity aim to reduce the exploitation of natural resources, to extend the product life cycle, to limit the waste generation, and minimize adverse impact on the environment. The law also requires the integration of circular economy in every strategy, plan, master plan, and programs, and enterprises are responsible for to implement the circular economy from the design of the products. Recently, the Prime Minister has also adopted the Circular Economy Development Scheme, which tries to achieve the green growth strategy of the country, which is with the target to reach the net zero emission by 2050. And the main task of the scheme is to improve the mechanism and policy to promote international cooperation for the circular economy and to develop an information system and statistics to serve the appraisal, monitoring, and impact assessment. Now I would like to share with you circular economy activities in Vietnam. In Vietnam, circular economy has been implemented in different sectors: agriculture, forestry, fishery, waste treatment, and industry. For example, in agriculture, the rice straw have been used for mushroom and fertilizer, and rice byproduct also have been used for the production of pharmaceutical products and animal feeds, and also the making compost. Other model like we combine the agriculture with tourism when we implement a different model of the circular economy in the agriculture sector. Another model is we combine agriculture with rice crop, aquaculture, shrimp farming with rice crop and mangrove protection. And third, we have achieved a high value for the shrimp production. In terms of industry, the eco-industrial parks have been piloting in several provinces in our country, in Hải Phòng, in Da Nang, Ninh Bình, Khánh Hòa, and Cần Thơ, which is promote the recycling of waste and water reuse, and also the industrial symbiosis. Vietnam also promote renewable energy development, in which, for example, in this slide show you the offshore wind development of the country, and according to the Vietnam statistic, Vietnam ranked at the 10th position in the offshore wind development. And in the FDI companies like Coca-Cola, Nestle, Heineken, and Unilever, many initiatives have been implemented for in terms of circular economy, such as waste recycling and packaging, reducing and increase the recycled material in the packaging. Besides that, in Vietnam, the partnership between the government and enterprises have also been promoted to implementation of the circular economy. On the right-hand side, you can see the establishment of the packaging recycling organization of Vietnam by the 12 companies, leading companies. They have established the PRO, and this PRO committed to reduce all the packaging material by 100% of recycling of the packaging material by 2030. And this PRO, they have established, they signed a contract, MOU with the MONRE, with the ministry. And also the VCCI, the Vietnam Chamber of Commerce and Industry, also implemented different initiatives on the zero waste to promote the circular economy. We have established also the Vietnam Circular Economy Hub, which is a joint initiative between the MONRE and the UNDP Vietnam. This is a forum for business sector to share information and exchange lesson learned, and also to promote the policy advocacy, and also provide the financing portal and business forum and compile a database on the circular economy development. Now, with some opportunities for circular economy development in Vietnam. The first one is that circular economy have been affirmed and strongly committed by the government and expressed by many key national policy and legislation. Second is the rapid development of science and technology, especially the fourth industrial revolution, which contribute to development of new circular economy business model. The third is the rising awareness and demand of domestic consumers on green products. As yesterday in the opening of this Expo, the Madam Chair said that the consumer should be put in the center of the sustainability. And the market of the environmentally friendly products and green products also are rising in Vietnam. And another opportunity is the growing green requirements from the FTA, the free trade agreements with other countries, Vietnam, because Vietnam is one of the big exporter of many products. Besides that, we also facing a lot of challenges in implementation of circular economy. The first one is the low awareness and thorough understanding on the circular economy. Many people still understand that circular economy is just waste recycling, but it should not be. It should be from the design of the products. There are lots of synchronization and of strategy, policy, master plans, and we are lacking of regulated standards and efficient certification system of green products, and the SME is lacking resources, including financial resource, knowledge, and capacity to implement a circular economy. So you can look at this survey result of the Central Institute for Economic Management. It showed us about 60 to 70% of the enterprises in Vietnam still have not implemented any measures of the circular economy. And this slide also show about 50 to 60% have not been implemented. Enterprises have not been implemented certain type of measure for circular economy in Vietnam. And also this is about the survey on the support and incentive policy from government to enterprises to promote the circular economies. And you see that very limited number of percentage of the enterprises from 4% to 8 or 9%. They reply, they respond that they have received any subsidy, any support from government in implementation of circular economy. And this is my last slide. The way forward for Vietnam is we are trying to complete the legislation system on circular economy, in which we will develop a national action plan for circular economy, develop a comprehensive standards and certification system for green products. We have to develop a set of circular economy criteria and indicators for industry, for sectors, and for localities, so that they understand what is a circular economy model, so to promote the implementation of circular economy model. We will provide guidelines and ensure integration of circular economy into the strategy, plan, program, scheme, and we will implement the incentive and support to the small and medium enterprises in terms of providing the training, support them with the information, knowledge, and financial support, and promote science, technology development, and human resource development. And we will continue to raise awareness and comprehensive understanding on circular economy, promote the CE thinking from the designing step of the product. And we will try to promote international cooperation in sharing experience within the region and within other countries, in which this sustainability Expo is one of the opportunity for Vietnam, for us to learn experiences from Thailand and other countries in the term of implementation of circular economy. So thank you very much for your attention.
ค่ะขอเสียงปรบมือให้กับดร.หงวนตรุ่งทั้งด้วยนะคะ Thank you very much Dr. หงวนตรุ่งทั้ง for your presentation sir